Good morning, I think. As you can see around me and my half-lit face, it is dark. I'm about to take on one of these little adventures which I know I'm going to hate. Hate. I've done this once before. If you've never seen it, I'm going to put a link up in this top corner for you. I'm heading up to Win Hill. Win Hill is amazing at this time of year. It's all purples and pinks and beautiful. We've got some stars outside as well, which means I've got a bit of a clear sky. Fingers crossed we're going to get a beautiful sunrise with some pinks and purple heathers. We're in the Peak District. Win Hill's a beautiful peak, little tiny peak hill that looks down over Lady Bower. That's my plan this morning, but I know the walk up from the direction I'm going is a steep, scary walk up. Next to the brook, big steps, tree roots, and it's vertical. So I know I'm not looking forward to getting going. But hey, it's 4:30 in the morning. What else have I got to do? I'll see you on the way up. So this is the bit I remember hating, the climb up in this scary, dark, foresty, tree rooty, steppy, stony, drop to your ravine and river bed to the left. It's quite a spooky climb this, but I know the rewards are going to be fantastic when I get to the top, and I can't wait to get to at least the slope at the top. Oh my God, I forgot how hard this is. Because you're in the woods, there's no wind, there's no air. The trees and the canopy, and because at this time of year when the heather's out, August, end of August, it's thick. There's no air coming through. I am melting, my glasses are off, and I've got another stretch to go. It's another little steep bit, but I know when I get to the top of this steep bit, it will start to level off. Oh, but my gosh, this was hard and scary and dark and horrible. But I just know it's worth it when I get there. So I've got to keep going. So I've managed to make it up the hardest part, and I'm now in the woodland at the base of the top of Winnet Hill. Through the trees, and I know you can't see it, but through the trees I can see colour. There is oranges going on in that background, very deep oranges, so this is what stirs me on now to try and get a move on, but you can't get a move on up here. It's way too steep, but that is all inspiring. It really is. So I'm out in the open now. I've come round to the left and I'm heading up round the woods, the direction I've been before, because I know I'm out in the open. The sky's looking potentially quite good, but you know how all that can change very fast. But the purples and the pinks, oh my goodness, wait until you see them. Oh my absolute goodness, amazing. As you can see, the sky is now brightening up, and over there yonder we've got some colour, but we've got very low cloud, so I'm not going to count my chickens just yet, but I am on the pathway. Look, down here in front of us we've got the path, and this is this rolling pink carpet. We are absolutely surrounded by pink. Me, you and everybody else watching are here. So I am going to try and find a very similar shot to what I took the last time I was here, and rather than going to the actual top and getting the top image of just a rock looking out, I'm going to get this like a rolling wave of pinks coming over this pathway, and the pathway is going to lead you down to the colour in the sky, I hope anyway. So I need to just find this composition, get myself set up, and it will be similar to the one I took before, but I'm hoping it's going to be better, brighter and pinker, and that's the plan. You can actually see me now. This is my face. It is probably looking rather withered and haggard, to be honest. Now I've got myself my first shot set up. The camera is down here on the tripod, nice and low, and we're looking out down this pathway, and it's a lovely little white stone pathway that leads down here. I know the pathway's leading out the image a little bit. I can't help that at the moment. It's the way it sort of flows down, but the beautiful pinks in front of me. I've managed to get this little bit of pink on this side of the pathway as well. So I've got this tiny bit of pink, then I've got the path, and I've got this big sea of pink, and then we've looked down, we've got the bridge down at Lady Bower down there, which has got those nice little arches, and then we've got this little strip of colour. Now it's very low cloud. This is low, but there is that gap on that horizon, and that's the little bit that we're banking and hoping that the sun's just going to peep through. And if that sun, I don't want to say it, but if that sun peeps through, we could get this lit up. But it's very thick and it's very low. And over this side, it is very, very, very dark and very, very low and misty and foggy and even wet looking. So it is a mixed bank of what could happen, and even that direction as well. So we're counting on this little gap. This cloud's got to sit there or lift. If it drops any more, it's going to snub us out. So yeah, I wanted to get a shot at least before the colour's completely gone. Now I'm just going to move myself up a little bit more, just to see if I can get a bit more of a sweeping pinky colour and before this runs out. Yeah, but let's just keep our fingers crossed for something amazing, because it's going to go one or the other way. We're in action, we're on action, we're at action, I don't know. We haven't got the sun coming up yet. I've got another 9 minutes before the sun comes up. Yeah, we can't really push it on too quickly, but it's okay. Back over there, the cloud is staying at this actual level. So I'm still a little bit hopeful we might get a little bit. So sunrise is at 6:08. We've then got that little bit to get it above the sort of hillside horizon. I don't know, a little sun star would be beautiful, wouldn't it? I've got my image set up again. I've got another one set up. I've got this path, lovely path leading down, and it's a beautiful looking path, all these little white sort of stones. The only problem is it does lead out the image. I'm not keen on that idea, but I think what it does, it takes you down that side, and then I think your eye picks up then with the tree line, obviously comes back to the reservoir, and then you've got the tiny little strip of colour in the background. So I think it works. But what I like about this, and this is, I think I said this last time I was here, you get this wave. It almost looks like a rolling wave coming in of the heather, just rolling over the pathway. You can imagine this being like a big wave off the sea, and you're just about to get engulfed in these heather, the pink's heather. So it's pretty good. So yeah, that's the shot. I quite like this. I've also taken another one slightly over to into the grass a little bit with the heather more prominent, so you can't see the path. I'm not sure whether I like that one better, so I'm going to put the two of them up, and yeah, let me know in the comments below which one you prefer, the one with the path or the one without the path, and I'm intrigued to see what your ideas are. But yeah, this is really nice. So I'm not quite at the top, but I think this is better than being at the top. So the sun is about to rise. It's just got a little bit of colour in the sky, and it is just a little bit of colour, but it's just so nice to see those just little hazes of pinks hitting them clouds. Absolutely stunning to see. Now I've got another composition. I've moved up a little bit more, and I think it's working okay. I've got a little bit of a dead space in the bottom right hand corner, but I'm going to fill that with a bit of heather if I can. But I'm just concentrating on trying to get a bit of this colour, a bit of this sky brightness that's happening. Oh, it's lifting a little bit above us as well. It's actually catching the sky, which is pretty cool, and the sun's just about to hit the horizon. So I'm going to whack my camera over to f/22, and I know it's a really bad thing to do, but I'm going to try and get a sunstar just as it comes above the horizon. Well, that's it, we're done. We don't have to go on anymore. The colour's now starting to fade. The sun's lifting up into those little cloud parts. Once it gets above this low cloud horizon line, then it's done. But we've had colour. I've tried to get a Sunstar. Now this is not the best camera, the best lens for Sunstars, but I've definitely had a go. I'll try and make it work in processing. I've had a little bit of a move around this area. I'm happy with this area rather than up on the top, but I'm going to climb up to the top just to make sure I get to the trig point and have a look and a view and see if I can get a nice image later on. If that sun just stays out long enough. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, what an absolutely fantastic morning. It's really, really hard work coming up here. It's a very, very steep, very, very dark, very, very scary little pathway to come up in the dark. But once you get out here and you see these pinks and the purples and the heather and the wave and the water, sort of almost looks like water, it's well worth it. And that sun did do what I thought it was going to do. And that makes a change for me. So yeah, I'll talk to you at the top, and then we'll end the video there. But yeah, pretty much I'm done. I think I'm a happy boy. Well, that is it. Definitely done. I've just had a frantic, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just literally just running around this little bit here, just top here, because with that light the way it was casting off it was throwing out some really, really nice light. It was soft but bright in areas, and it was really, really a treat to see, because you don't get to see light like that very often. In fact, I'm going to take one now, the same shot. I've taken about 3 different shots of the same image. I'm looking down onto the Lady Boa with the bridge coming over where the traffic lights are and the pub and that, and the light was just hitting the side of the hill, and it was absolutely stunning. What a beautiful colour light as well. It really was nice, but there was almost like a haze coming through as well, which was making it just that dreamy sort of look. And I've just taken one now. I'm going to take the last one just without the light. The light's now gone up behind that cloud bank and probably is not going to be seen for an hour or so, because that is really thick cloud where it is gone. So yeah, I'm just going to put these up and show you the difference between having some light and then no light. But yeah, just a frantic little play with this area, trying to get the rocks, trying to get the light. I think you've probably already seen them, but I think I've got a couple of absolute corkers this morning. Not had a good photo shoot like this for a long time, where the light plays ball, the heather's out, the colours are perfect, the conditions are perfect, apart from being bleeding freezing now, and absolutely stunning. But yeah, no, this was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What well worth this morning. It's not very nice getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, not very nice walking up that hill in the dark, but yeah, well worth getting out. I'm now just going to enjoy this. I'm going to sit down, I've got a cup of coffee, I'm just going to make my way up to that last little point there, which is the top of the trig, and then I'm going to have some coffee, I'm going to have something to munch on, and then I'm going to make my way back down, I think, and maybe even go back to bed for an hour, you never know. But yeah, absolutely stunning. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up as usual. And yeah, you'll see this image probably in next year's calendar. But yeah, no, a really, really good morning. Ciao for now, guys. See you soon. Oh, amazing.